Okay, real quick disclaimer before we even start this video, right? Real quick disclaimer. If you're the type of female, right, that'll get on Facebook and make a stat saying, forget everybody, I'm changing my number because everybody can call me when they need me, but I can't call nobody when I need them, all because you're really upset because your granny wouldn't babysit little stinker butt so you can go out and be Smiley McThotty all in the club twerking and everything just because she wouldn't babysit your baby, this video is probably not for you. If you're the type of person that isn't registered to vote, like you're scared to register to vote because you don't want the government in your business, you talking about you're not going to give them your information so they can't find you, but you get government assistance, food stamps and all that, and you reapply with your real information, this video is probably not for you. And last but not least, if you're the type of person that when a bill collector call you, right, the bill collector call you, you know, ask you little questions to verify your name, social and all that stuff, and then they tell you about a bill that you know is your bill, but you still be like, nah, I never even had an account with them. Nah, that ain't me. Y'all got to send me that in writing. If y'all can't send me that in writing, I ain't paying it. And you know that this is really your debt, this video is probably not for you. Well, you know what? It might not be. I honestly just did this yesterday. You know what? Let's start the video.
DJ Bandana.
What's good, Bandana fam? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected. Hitting you with another video, Mr. I Am Buffalo. Check this, right? If you're new to the channel, right now, right there on the bottom of the video, either right there or right there, somewhere, it's a little word that says subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Right next to it is a notification bell. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And at the end of this video, you can do it now, but at the end of this video, if you like the video, just go ahead, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button for me. All right, check this, right? I want to say this in the beginning of the video, and this part of the video, I'm being 100% honest. No LOL, no none of that stuff. I'm not being petty. I want to say this honestly before we even get into this whole thing, because Hassan Campbell, like, I want to say this, right? Young people, not even young people who can't really, who follow this guy, use your brain and do not, I repeat, do not follow what he is telling you to do as far as regarding the situation with Benzino, the whole China Max situation. This is what kind of prompted me to do this video. So I did this video probably like twice, just because when you're misleading the people and when you're just like blatantly being a fraud, when you're blatantly showing that you're not being sincere in what you're doing, that's one thing. I can understand that. Like, get your chips. I'm not hating on nobody. Hustle, anything like that too. Get your money. But when you're misleading the people in a way to where they can get hurt, like, you gonna get somebody jammed up, Hassan Campbell. Honestly, y'all listening to this man, he gonna get somebody jammed up. So, like I said, I did this video about twice before, and then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything about this. People got to use their own brain. But then something happened the other day. So the other day, Hassan Campbell did a video about China Max. So for you guys who don't know, Benzino got arrested recently. So he got arrested, and when he got arrested, he was very, how do I say it, very disrespectful to the officers that was arresting him, like during the arrest like that too. And he was saying some pretty harsh things, some pretty, some racy things and all that too. And even him, he apologized after the fact. So China Mac, which is a guy who is obviously Chinese, and the guy who was arresting Benzino was Chinese too. He was like, I can honestly say, and this is not, like, not to be funny, and like, I'm gonna say this, right? You know, on this channel, I say a lot of things jokingly and funny, but I have a weird sense of humor. Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I gotta say this. Like, you ever have an argument with somebody, right? Like, you ever be arguing with your girl, arguing with your dude, and then like 2 days later, you think of something like you could have said that would have just smashed the argument. You're like, dang, I should have said this right there, but it's too late because it was like 2 days ago. Benzino has a gift, because the stuff he was saying in this video, like, even if I don't care how mad I am, there's no way I would have been able to think of that many insults. I'm talking about the amount of slurs and things that he called this officer. There's like, he had to already been practicing this. Like, there's no way just off of the fly he just thought of this many insults. Because I know, like, when I'm in an argument, I can't think. Like, 2 days later, I think of something. But that part right there just kind of like, not saying it was funny to me, but just like, yo, I wouldn't even think to say that. Like, even though he was upset, like, I wouldn't even think to say that. But anyways, during this situation, basically, long story short, what happened was Benzino was driving down the street. I'm just going to assume in a nice neighborhood, because he does have a little bit of bread. And I don't have anything against Benzino. I understand his frustration in the situation. Do I believe he was wrong? Yes. Do I believe he handled the situation wrong? Yes. Did Hassan Campbell present that and say that? No, he did the complete opposite. And what he said in that video was going to get somebody jammed up, possibly hurt. Listen to what he said. So long story short, Benzino was driving, and I guess he was dropping off his son. So he kind of double parked in the street to drop off his son, and then by his own words, this is Benzino's own words. Now, when Hassan Campbell was talking about it, he was talking about like the small clip of what they released, but I actually watched the full, I think it was like an hour video of the whole situation just so I can know what I was talking about, which you should do too if you're a big YouTuber. But anyways, he was like double park, and he said with his own mouth, like he seen the police pull up behind him. So when he seen the police pull up behind him, he tried to move over into a parking spot. But by then, the police was already running his plates, and he found out that he does have a warrant for like some old ticket or something like that. Long story short, but something in the system saying in this system you have a warrant. Now, whether right or wrong in the system, if they say you have a warrant, depending on what the warrant is, they can technically arrest you. Now, this is the problem. Hassan Campbell's basically saying Benzino was right. He was saying he was being kidnapped. It's the same thing as like slavery. They were trying to kidnap him against his will and all that. When you get arrested, that's against your will. Like if you do something and you get arrested, that's against your will. So regardless of what Hassan Campbell said, like I said, y'all can make your own choices. But what I'm telling you is if you get pulled over, if you get arrested, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but in order to survive, so you won't get jammed up, so you won't get hurt listening to this guy, I've never, ever in my life, ever got pulled over by the police or got a ticket by the police and said, you know what, police officer, you wrong. And the police officer said, you know what, I am wrong. You're free to go. You know where you fight that type of situation? When you go to court. You fight that when you go to court. That's the purpose of the court system. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not even saying this is right. I'm just telling you the reality of it. You don't sit there arguing with a police officer, screaming, calling them all type of B's. And I can't even repeat the stuff that he said because a lot of the stuff YouTube will flag. Man, I want to talk about that too also, Hassan Campbell, because he's been complaining a lot about how his channel is, that people are against him and YouTube is playing with his videos and stuff like that too. This video is going to help you, Hassan Campbell. Not only am I going to help the people by showing the truth, I'm going to help you also too. So you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person and I'm going to do this. Hassan Campbell, I'm going to help you first, right? So I don't think that, like right now, yeah, they may be against you because of stuff that you're actually saying, but there is a way around of, when you say demonetize, your video being demonetized, I know what you're saying. It's when you put up a video on YouTube, you either have a green money sign or you have a yellow money sign. If you have a green money sign, that means you can put commercials in it and you get paid. If you have a yellow money sign, that means you're demonetized. It's not that many commercials, you're probably not going to get paid. So the reason why they're demonetizing your videos, and I seen this a long time ago, and I tried to reach out, left me on scene, had a whole little thing with it like that too. It's because of what you're actually saying. It's not like what you can talk about the topics that you're talking about, Hassan Campbell, but you're cursing like loudly throughout all of your videos. You're cursing. Even the titles of your videos is stuff that's a red flag to YouTube. Like basically, this is the way that it works, right? YouTube doesn't want you to do anything. I know they say it's like they don't want people to see bad things. They want to protect people and all that stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's a business. It's about money. So they don't want you to affect the money that's coming in or the money that they already have. So when you have a title, like, I'm just going to look at one of his videos. I got to put up in the background. So he did a video 2 days ago, and I'm going to spell it out. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get mine demonetized, but I'm going to show you how to not get yours demonetized. So there's a video 2 days ago, and it says, Brooklyn woman was on the subway. Now, when YouTube reads that title, because there's so many red flags on your actual channel, they're going to see that you put Brooklyn woman got, I'm not going to say it, I'm showing you what it is, but you know what video I'm talking about. So that's going to pull a red flag. So then when they have a thing called AI, it's called artificial intelligence. So basically what it is YouTube can't watch every single video. They can't like watch every single video and see whether you did something bad. So they have a system, which is artificial intelligence, which scans the system, scans your video for any language, anything bad that you're saying, a lot of curse words, anything like that too. So if you have a lot of curse words, the title of your video is actually that artificial intelligence, all it's saying is Brooklyn woman. So to them, you know what they thinking that video is going to be? It means it's going to be graphically showing this. So what are you going to be affecting? You're going to be affecting the money that's coming in because advertisers are not going to advertise on that video. And you're going to affect the money they already have because if that is a video of a lady actually getting live on camera, then they can get sued. That's the money that they already have. So that's one thing that's hurting your channel. Two is, by now, and I'm just going to keep it G with y'all, Hassan Campbell is a big YouTuber. Hassan Campbell makes a lot of money off of YouTube. I know he trying to like say, well, he can't even say because he goes against what he says all the times. 1 minute is I need y'all to help me, to help fund me, send donations like that too, so I can try to fight this fight. Then another day is, oh, I'm so rich I don't need YouTube because I got all these houses and I breed dogs and I got properties and all this other stuff like that too. So another thing also with him saying that he doesn't have the money to do it, you've made at least, and this is all public knowledge. They have an app, right? So I'm actually going to show you guys. You know what? Let me see if I have a signal right here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on, be patient with me, guys. Hassan Campbell. Well, anyways, there's an app, right? There's an app called Social Blade. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if it's focus in. So there's an app, a website called Social Blade. So you can type any YouTuber, any Instagram person, any Twitter person, any of that on Social Blade. Type their name in, and it'll show you basically how many followers they have, how many views they get, and roughly how much money that they make. So you've made enough money for this. The next thing that's affecting your channel, you've made enough money to fix this. And what it is, and this is going to sound silly, I understand you, because you, like, honestly, this guy is like bugged out in the head. Like, the people are coming and all this other stuff, and they're against me and all that. They're messing with my views. One of the reasons why you don't get a lot of views anymore, besides the fact of your title, you're basically titling your stuff saying red flag my video. That's what you're titling your stuff. And then the stuff that you're actually saying in it, like the stuff that you said about homie kids and all that, like that would be a reason why those people was knocking on your door and following you or whatever. So with this next thing is your thumbnails. At this point in the game, you're a big YouTuber. I'm a small YouTuber compared to Hassan Campbell. Pride aside, I 100% accept that. He's put the work in. He's done what he needed to do to build up his channel, everything like that too. But they have a free thumbnail app like this. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So this app right here is called PhotoGrid. This app right here is called PhotoGrid, right? And it says YouTube thumbnail. So this is free. This is a free app, which you can do your thumbnail. So if you look here, I just did a video the other day in this actual app. So you could do an actual thumbnail. And this is free. Now, you're a big YouTuber, so you can pay to get like a professional program. You can pay somebody else to do your thumbnails. That is another reason why people aren't clicking on the video, because you're being cheap. You're just turning on your camera and using the video, the actual screenshot of the video of you just talking. All of your videos is just a picture of you with a little watermark on the bottom of your channel. So when people come to your channel and see the little watermark, they know that you're using a free program. Now, this may sound minor to you, but I promise you this, Hassan Campbell. If you're watching this, Hassan Campbell, and like I said, I'm going to try to help you, and I'm going to help the people also. Like, this video may be a little bit long because we got some other stuff that he said too, just totally crazy off of the wall. So I promise you this, right? So take one of the videos that you got demonetized, that YouTube is trying to ruin you and trying to take you down and demonetize all that. Do that same video. If you, matter of fact, I'll put a $40 bet up for this, right? Take one of those same videos that you have and redo the video without cursing like you're cursing in your videos as much. I'm not saying you can't curse because people curse, but you're like deliberately cursing and playing music that has the video that you just did, the live video, the first 5 seconds of the, go watch, after this video, go watch his live video, the first 6 seconds of his video, the audio that was in that first 6 seconds, that music that was playing, YouTube was picking that up saying, demonetized, advertisers can't rock with this. So this is what I need you to do, right? Take one of those videos that you got demonetized in, don't put any music in there, not any of that hip-hop stuff that you be listening to. Some of those guys are dope too, but don't put any of that in there, right? Redo the same exact topic. Do the exact same topic. Don't curse as much. Don't say don't say any of that stuff in that same exact video. Then take this same app, PhotoGrid. You could take the same picture of you, put the picture of you in the PhotoGrid, and actually put some words up there about what you're talking about. That's a way around it. So instead of putting in the title where they can read Brooklyn Women Gets, you can put that in the title of the picture because they can't really read the picture of the thumbnail, and then upload that same video and tell me whether that video gets demonetized, and tell me the views compared to the video that you already got that you're complaining about that's not getting monetized, whatever. So I want to help you out too. Like, honestly, I honestly do, because I see that you put the work in. Do I believe that you're misleading the people? Yes, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not here to stop nobody's grind. This is your hustle, but you need to make that clear to your people. Well, I mean, you did. Even if you look back at the video that he did, right? So he did a video about about Jay Prince. The whole time when they had like the what's his name? Why Being Almighty? Was it Almighty? Yeah, Why Being Almighty? That whole situation. So he did a video talking spicy about Jay Prince. I'm talking about like hella spicy about Jay Prince. Like, this gonna be the realest video ever, and that's just the truth of the matter. This gonna be the realest video ever, realest thing I ever said. He said out of his own mouth that this is gonna be the realest video ever, and he did the video. And then the next day, he took back what he said and said, you know what? I can't do that because of the platform. You know, I'm a bigger person. I'm a role model. I got kids following me and everything else like that, too, and took it back, which is cool. Rebuttal. You don't want to get your channel messed up. And Jay Prince, you don't want to, like, I understand why you did that. But then in that same, I think it was that same video, the next day, he did a video saying, aha, I tricked y'all. I was just trolling. I didn't mean to stuff anyways. I was just doing that for you fools to watch my video for me to get money so I can get my bread, because y'all ain't helping me out with Africa Bambaataa, so I'm just doing this for views. So if we don't need the exposure. You're telling people yourself, that you're basically just doing it for views. You're doing it for fraud. You know, one of the reasons why people notice, like I said, I watched Hassan Campbell not as much as I did before, because when I first started watching him, I honestly thought he was genuine and like truthfully fighting a good fight. But then once I realized that it was completely fraud and he was like doing it just for views, I was like, well, the guy is kind of entertaining. Sometimes I watch his videos because it's entertaining. Like, I don't go there looking for anything to help me in life. I look at it like, yo, this dude is nuts. Like, sometimes it's entertaining. So, like I said, he took back the same thing that he just said about Jay Prince. And then in other videos, he's saying how men need to stop being gangsters and tough and everything like that too. But then when he gets into it with somebody, he's like threatening somebody's kid. I'm from Bronx River. Pull up. You don't want to do it with me, man. I do this. Like, which one are you? You got to pick a side if you're being true, or let people know that this is just entertainment. Like, this is not really what you really are, that type of person, or you not. Another thing that's hurting your channel also too, and this is what this is to help y'all too, where y'all can see through the fraudness of this. No matter what the topic is that Hassan Campbell was talking about, no matter what the topic is, it all boils back to Africa Bambaataa. Now, I don't want to drag this video out, and like, honestly, what I was going to do in this video was, I got a couple different clips of Hassan Campbell's videos that I was going to put in this video, and then like play the clip and then talk about like that too. But I know something like Hassan Campbell likes to do too. He liked to mess with 12. YouTube 12 and report people videos for using his video. Even though it's under fair use and all that, I would have to fight the video and finally get it back up. So instead of using his actual footage, I'm just telling you guys about the video and you can go watch it yourself. So the part that I was saying about with Hassan Campbell with the reason why you know that it's fraud is because no matter what the topic of the video is, it all boils back to Africa Bambaataa. Like, at this point, bruh, either do something or move on, because you're frauding. Like, if it could be a video like today, you could do a video like President Trump becomes president again. And in the middle of the video, like, you know what? Because it's just like Africa Bambaataa, because he came back to New York again. Like, that has nothing to do with what you're talking about, and that's turning people off, and that's a red flag. That's why people were like picking on you and messing with you, because it's like, on one hand, if you so tough and you got all this bread, you got all this money, if you wanted to do something about the Africa Bambaataa thing, like I said, I'm not saying what you should do. I'm saying if you wanted to do something, you could. But you don't. You just keep talking about it. And then you try to talk about other YouTubers saying, like, I'm the only person on YouTube that's talking about this. I'm the only one that's fighting the fight. I'm the only one that's bringing awareness to this. You don't think we know, we don't think we're aware of violence in our communities? You don't think we're aware of people like Africa Bambaataa? No, you're just the only person that's on YouTube keep talking about it and not doing anything. You know what the rest of us do? Community service in our communities. Me, all the time with young youth in my community. I do it all the time. Got videos on YouTube doing the same thing. We don't just keep talking about it. We actually be about it. Like, you don't get brownie points. You don't get an award for just talking about it. We already know. We're aware. We know what happened with you, and that, even though that story is so flawed, even by your own words, of what you said with the African Bambaataa situation is just super flawed based off of what you said. Not anybody else trolling like that too. Like, we're aware of these situations. Like, just keep it G. Just say that you're a news channel. It's not you're keeping up the good fight, because you're just keeping up the good fight. That 10,000-15,000 that you make easily a month, and don't say, oh, he trying to put money in my pockets. No, you said this out of your own mouth. Y'all go watch the last live videos. The video he just uploaded today. As a matter of fact, let me see the title of this joint. It's called "Ain't No Turning Back. I'm built for this." So go watch that live. Ain't no turning back. I'm built for this. And just tell me, am I wrong with the stuff that I'm actually saying? So you make 10 to 15,000 a month off of YouTube, right? you say that they're pushing this agenda and everything like that too. Like real artists who do real music can't get heard on these platforms, can't get on this couch, can't get this interview. It's because you don't understand the business the same way you don't understand how YouTube works. The same reason why you like bugged out in the head thinking that like people are going against you. And really, is the stuff that you're doing. So you're making $10,000 to $15,000 a month, right? You can take $2,000 of that dollars a month and grab one of these artists that you support, one of these artists that should be in the industry, and those same outlets. And I'm not going to get into specifics, like you can read between the lines. Those same outlets you're talking about, that $2,000 can get those same artists on those same outlets with the same voice, being able to make exposure for the same music that you're saying that you support. It's just how the industry works. Like, you should know this. So by misleading the people, making it seem like, oh, everybody's just against them, they're pushing this agenda, da-da-da. Yeah, do they push that agenda? No. Does it sell? Yeah. I mean, not saying no, they don't push it. Does it sell? Yes, it's a business. So if people if artists, Young Thug and what's the Lil Uzi Vert walking around with purses and dresses, if that's what's selling as a business, that's what they're going to invest into. But if you have people like you, big YouTubers who's fighting that good old cause, take $1,000 of the $15,000 that you're making every month and put that into one of those artists. They can do the exact same thing, or use your platform to push those artists. I do it all the time. Like I said, I'm not just one of those people who hopped on YouTube, put a DJ in front of my name. I do this in real life. All of the artists in my city, ask any artist in my city, Buffalo, New York, Rochester, Syracuse, they all tell you this is what I do on a regular. I push these artists, the artists, the music and stuff that I believe in, the artists and the music and stuff that I feel should be out there. And I'm a small YouTuber. That 15,000 that you made a month, I probably haven't made that I haven't made $10,000 in my whole career on YouTube. Honestly, just keeping it G with you, I'm not afraid to say that. Like, I got a real job. And for you saying, like, I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, like, this is what Hassan Campbell likes to say. He likes to say, anybody who doesn't agree with what he's saying, that's exposing him or telling the truth about what he's actually talking about, they're agents. Some people's paying them. Right now, I'm on lunch break at work. You can see I'm at work right now, so I'm not getting paid by. If I was getting paid by those people and I was an agent, I wouldn't need to do this. I wouldn't be at work right now, obviously. So that's just to point out that that fact of the matter. So the other day, Hassan Campbell, and this is bugged out because y'all really follow this dude and believe that, like, it's like I can clearly see that this is nonsense. So the other day he did a video, right? And let me see the name of the video. It's called he did it one day ago, and again, no thumbnail, it's just a picture of some bushes. So the video is just a picture of some bushes. So if you're on YouTube and your video is getting pushed and you just see a black screen with a picture of some bushes, you're probably not going to click on it. But the title of it says, "Proof My Life is in Danger for Speaking." If you actually watch this video and listen to what these people were saying, it didn't say for you speaking. It didn't even say your life was in danger. If they was really against you like that too, do you think they would be knocking at your door? No, they wait for you to go outside in your driveway to do your little videos and do what they needed to do. They're not going to knock on the door and tell you. So the reason why I want to talk about that video, right, because he misled a lot of people and got a lot of people in an uproar about this. So he basically was saying, like, the FBI, the Alphabet Boys is after him. He in fear for his life. They coming after him and all that too. That same exact video, which is up right now, go listen to that video. And maybe I'm wrong, but I listened to this 3 times. This part 3 times. Those wasn't the Alphabet Boys. Those wasn't even the FBI. They clearly said private investigator. You could have called the police on them for trespassing or harassing you, whatever like that. They're not like, they couldn't have did anything to you. Like, I mean, anybody can do anything to you, but those wasn't like you making it seem like the Men in Black came there and FBI and all this other stuff like that was like you was in fear for your life. Those are private investigators. You got to listen. So when you were listening to that, and I heard the live earlier today, you was like, listen to them. They just said they got my number. They got my mom number from somebody else's number. It's called skip tracing, bro. Anybody who's ever been in collections, you don't have to be in collections. Honestly, right now, if you give me, like, say, the people that's watching this right now, say, anybody that's watching right now, if I have your phone number, for $20 right now, for $19.90, it might be cheaper right now, for $19.99 right now, there's a thing called skip tracing. I can type in your number, and it's going to show any relatives, any family members, neighbors, anything that's kind of related to that number. So it's going to show it. So if I'm looking for you, and I type in your number, it's going to give me your mom's, your cousins, your great aunt who you ain't talked to in 10 years number. So by you saying, oh, so you got the number, you got their numbers from the number that's on my phone, so you saying my phone tapped? See, it's clear as day. My phone is tapped. No, it's called skip trace. They do it in collections all the time. How you think they're able to call your job or call your family and call your wife or something like that too? That's normal stuff. Like, everybody is not just against you, bro. Like, you just really paranoid and bugged out. I think I sound like him. I think the truth of the matter is, honestly, and this is going to sound like I'm being funny, but I'm honestly being, I don't even know the word. This is going to sound like I'm being funny, but honestly, I think that you need counseling. I think you need to talk to somebody, take a break from YouTube, and seek counseling because mentally, you're not stable. Something wrong. Something is honestly wrong with you mentally. And I think it does have something to do with your childhood, with the whole Africa Bambaataa thing. I don't think that I don't think anybody could actually ever get over that, but I don't think those feelings I think are still there and strong. Like in the way you feel, not even that it was wrong, but just hurt of the whole him turning his back on you and everything else like that too, and nobody coming to the fight for you. Because even with the what's his name, Beast Stinger or Ron Savage or something like that too, if you listen to Hassan Campbell talk about the other guy, he's not mad that the other guy is talking about what happened to him with African Bambaataa. He's mad because he said he talked about it first. Like, wouldn't it be, if you really care about this whole situation, the kids and the men and stuff like that too, wouldn't it, no matter who's talking about it, wouldn't that still make a difference? But his whole thing is, oh, I don't want nothing to do with it because they didn't say that I said it first. They won't give me my respect for saying that I said it first. If it happened to him too, okay, it happened to him too. And then even like you got mad about him going on Vlad couch and talking to Vlad like that too about his situation. He was like, well, he didn't want him just by himself. He wanted both of us to come. But Star told me not to go. That's your choice. You're a grown man. If another grown man told you not to do something and you didn't do it, that's on you. But for you to kind of throw dirt on that man's name and kind of throw shade on what his cause, his fighting, that's wrong, bro. Honestly, a lot of the stuff that you're saying, a lot of stuff that you misleading these people is wrong. Is it entertaining? Yes. But just draw the line. Show these people the difference because people are going to listen to you. And that whole situation, like I said, what prompted me was people are going to listen to you with the whole situation about like Benzino and getting pulled over. And they're going to have that same mentality that you're saying is okay. And they're going to call the wrong police officer the wrong name, and it's going to be man down. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to make a YouTube video about it. You're going to get paid, and you're going to say you're bringing awareness to it. We're already aware of it, bro. That's just what I got to say. I know this video was kind of lengthy, but it's just like it's been building up for a while because it's like I honestly feel that Hassan, I think if he gets, I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all right now. I think if Hassan Campbell gets some counseling to fix him in the head and he's able to mend his heart as far as his heart being broken with the African Bambaataa thing, I honestly think he could help a lot of people, but it's going to take him not being selfish with those $10,000 to $15,000 a month. I'm not even saying spend bread. Use your platform. Bring some of these people who've been hurt every not even every day, once a month, once a week. Bring somebody who's been in the same type of situation and give them that outlet to be able to talk about it on your big channel because you're a big YouTuber. And I'm not even saying you got to pay them, just give them the exposure. That's what you can do to help out. But by you just hopping in front of a camera and just talking about it, that's not helping. That's not you being the only person that's talking about it. Now, my channel, as far as my YouTube channel, it's far from, this is not a community activist channel. This is not a non-for-profit channel. This is not a informational channel, even though we do talk about things. But what do I do in real life? In real life, I do those things. It's proven. It's videos of it. It's proven. But what are you doing? Anyways, I want y'all to hop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Honestly, I just had to say my piece about that too, because I feel it would be wrong to let him, especially with the big audience that he have, to listen to these things, actually follow these things, for these people to go down the same path and be jammed up only because his heart is broke and he's stressing and he's like, he need a hug, a role model, a Big Brother program or something. Like, I don't know, but y'all hop in the comments, let me know. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, all that good stuff, at DJ Bandana Black. I'm out.
DJ Bandana.